Okay guys, I'm going to show you what I've been working on with this character generation tool for Dungeons & Dragons. So I'll start off by going into here. This should be an executable here. So this is what's the startup frame. In here we can see our default options, file, import, export character. We have various things that are going to be in here eventually, but we'll have a generate section where we can generate a character sheet, spells, feats, monsters, class encounters, loot, experiences. We also have various lookup tools where we can look up spells, feats, monsters, class information. There's also tiling information for arranging windows and about the application. There will be a help section in here later on, but that's going to come later. Also some quick buttons for the about, different ways to manage the windows, as I'll show you in a few minutes. And this will later be the export import character buttons. But anyways, let's take a look at what I got here first. So here we see the spell lookup. I'm just going to open two of these for a second here. So we can see here we can change the way the layout of this is depending which way you want it. Anyways, let's just close one of those off. So here we have the basic spell lookup process here. So if I search by this, I'm going to get nothing. So what I've done here is I've given you the option to search by the name of a spell, the school of a spell, or the description of the spell. Now, if you're searching for name, like if you want Magic Missile, it would literally look for Magic Missile. If you're looking for certain spells of a certain school type, like Necromancy, you can find that by selecting School. You'll see here that when School is selected, these two are deleted out. It's because it doesn't make much sense to look for the last set of something being Necromancy or the first set of something being Necromancy. You would just want to see if it contained it. Same thing with the description, it does the same thing. And that's because you can go through the description of a spell, so maybe you remembered a phrase or something, or say you were looking for a trap, and you knew that trap was part of the key of it. So anyways here, so I'll show you a bit of that. So say it was trap, was in the description. So these are ones that will have trap as part of the description part here. As you can see, there's HTML tags in here. The database that I got originally was under the impression that the creators using it would be creating HTML pages. I'm actually using it in like a self-made program, so that's why it's there. No plans to really move it out right now, just because I don't see any real need to at the moment. But anyways, as you can see here, we can see the different schools here. This needs to be changed. Bear with me on that. So say, for example, like I was saying, I wanted to find an illusion spell. So we can just change this. And we'll now search by school. And we'll just look on, so we'll search. So the reason you see Necromancy and Illusion here, because, you know, it's both of these, but everything else should more or less just be Illusion, as you can see there. Let's say I want to search by name now, and we have a few ways this works here. So if I search nothing by name, it should return all the results. So there's about 699 spells in the database as I know of right now. Say I wanted to find any word that contain, or any spell that contained the word magic. So magic, and the search style contains. So when we say contains, it's going to say any text before the word we're searching and any text after the word we're searching. So as you see here, anti-magic field, it has any amount of text before, any amount of text after. If I wanted to find only spells that started with the word magic, I click begins with, search, and we see they're all words that start with magic. This can also be changed to if I wanted to see what ends with the word magic. So those are the only three spells that exist with that being the last field. It's also a good way to go about it too, is to say you knew your spell started with the letter T, and we can go starts with, search all your spells that end with T. So it's kind of an alphabetical lookup as well. So anyways, you can still see here that this detail button is grayed out. That won't actually become active until we've made our selections. So let's say I want to look up Magic Missile. So Magic Missile. And because I can't remember how to spell it, there we are. So now it's enabled, and it became the default button, so that's accessible just by hitting enter here. And this is just a basic, I've only done a few little things in here. It's just more so out of time constraints, I haven't added everything yet. But this is just a general idea of what a spell lookup card might look. So basically what it's going to do is creates a crystal, what's known as a crystal report. And it gives you the option to save as a PDF if you want to. So I can easily just go like this, test, desktop, save, export complete. And when we're done, we'll see actually a PDF here. So if you ever want to save your, as a spellcaster, a list of your spells, this is a way to do it. So now we can just look a little bit at the, I'll just go file exit here. So let's look at the database here. In this program here, let's go Server Explorer here. This is the database kind of as I have it that I've imported here. So we can see there's a class table, domain, equipment, feats, item, monster, power, skill, spells, etc. So the spell one being the one I was working with. These are some of the column names here, so you can see a lot of stuff in here. If you want to see sample data, so this ID generated is just a unique ID that's generated automatically for everything in here. And these are just the defaults you'll see in here. So this is kind of all the information you'll see. This full text here, it's what I was talking about with the HTML tagging, because they expected it to be produced in a web page. This isn't being produced in a web page, so that's why we're not going to really look at that too much. But yeah, and in case you're curious in seeing any of the code here, just move that over this way. You can see right now there's three projects in here. These are tests. That's just for unit testing. But then we have a data tier here, which is actually where all the connections to the database and data producing stuff happens. You can see my database is here. This tier is responsible for my connections to the database, retrieving data, working with the data. We see here the base form. Go into that. And there's just some basic code in there, not a lot going on there. Here's this one here. Go into this, and this is pretty much where the bulk of the work has been done so far. So yeah, I'll just bring that back up one more time. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and see if there's anything you think needs improved. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye.